All I have in this world is my thoughts and my word, and I don't break them for no one. Do you understand?
YouTube, Big T.O. Heavy Bad Boxing TV, man. If you don't get your funny looking ass in here and hit the bag, hit that like button for your boy, that helps the channel. You know, I appreciate that love, man. Shout out to the usual suspects, D1's Boxing, of course, Tyree Celestine, Troy Jack. Special thanks to not just subscribers, but members, new members of the Heavy Bag family. My guy John, the Boricua out of the BX, shout out to Bronx. And my guy Sean, the Don, hold the damn phone. Truly appreciate y'all, man. All right, Shakur Stevenson, Shakur. Y'all been on that boy neck, man. You know what I mean? Listen, over the last few months, I felt sorry for Shakur Stevenson. Matter of fact, y'all was on that boy's ass so bad, he retired. And I kept saying, yo, y'all that talked about Shakur Stevenson and that performance so bad, and y'all blasted him so bad on Twitter and IG and everywhere else. Y'all ridiculed him so bad that he retired momentarily. That's how bad y'all stood on that boy neck, man. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately for Shakur Stevenson in the sport of boxing, you're only good as your last performance, right? It's a what have you done for me lately type of business. And it sucks too, man, because listen, Shakur Stevenson is an extremely talented fighter, right? Forget the Edwin De Los Santos fight for a second. Forget that for a second. When you look at the Jamel Herrings and the Oscar Valdez, or even most recently before Edwin De Los Santos and the Yoshino fight, you talking about somebody making you miss and making you pay. He beat the hell out of these guys with the sweet science, right? It was a lot like the Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis fight, where they just really couldn't touch him and he just got the tee off, right? Truly making them miss and making them pay. And he stopped them. You know what I mean? Outside of Oscar Valdez, he stopped Jamel Herring and Yoshino. He gave you two knockouts out of the last 4 fights, bro. If I'm not mistaken. You guys always correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, because I'm always shooting from the hip. Anyway, I just come up here to talk boxing with y'all, man. Hopefully y'all talk back. That's all. But when you look at Shakur Stevenson, I think that's a special talent there. And I got to take him at face value. Sometimes you reluctant to believe what a fighter tells you, but Shakur Stevenson had never made any kind of excuses in the past. When has Shakur made an excuse about a performance in the ring? This was his first time, and if you go back in that fight, I can't remember. He was reluctant to, use that right hand. Right? He was real reluctant. So I have to take him at face value. And then on top of that, y'all not giving Edwin De Los Santos any of the blame. He was just as gun shy as Shakur Stevenson. I expected, because there was a title on the line, and that what makes it even worse because it was a championship fight. You expected fireworks for a belt. You expect everybody to go balls to the wall. But Edwin De Los Santos didn't come at us with no type of excuse. He was just reluctant and gun shy for no reason. He supposed to kept his foot on the gas, on that front foot the entire fight, making it ugly, making Shakur Stevenson fight him, making Shakur Stevenson engage, making the fight ugly, doing everything he possibly could do to snag that WBC scrap. And if you believe Edwin De Los Santos did every single thing that he could do to win that fight, you're a damn lie. So you got to give him some of the blame as well. That's all I'm saying. You got to blame Shakur Stevenson, and I do. I'm not letting that nigga off the hook for sure. But you got to give half the blame to Edwin De Los Santos too, for that fight being as poor as it was. Yes, the consensus was it was a boring, poor, forgettable fight, and I agree to an extent. Some about that defense, me as a purist, I loved to see a button-up defense. But outside of that, I agree. Right. But if you miss Shakur Stevenson and you want to continue to see him fight, and you're glad that he's out of retirement, like myself, he's coming back. He's back, baby. July the 6th in his hometown of Newark, New Jersey. And they got to find some opposition for him. Somebody who's going to be willing to get in the ring for him. Now, like I said, y'all played and carried and ridiculed Shakur so hard that he retired. But now he's back. And he had this to say, quote, "I'm coming to make a statement and whoop ass. They're never playing me again. I'm not a person to be played with." End quote. Cause y'all sure played him. Oh, y'all played him. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I played that nigga too. I was in there laughing at the I was laughing at the jokes too. I was throwing a little joke out there here and there too. You know what I mean? I'm guilty, nigga. I am guilty. But he's saying that shit ain't happening. He coming to whoop ass. Now, I don't know if that means he's coming to engage. We'll see a lot more of him in the pocket or whatever the case may be. I'm with it. I don't care what it is. But he also says, listen, quote, "I'll be my sensational self and whoop ass. I'm the best fighter in boxing, and I know that." End quote. And listen, again, I do believe Shakur's got a special talent. Now, again, it's not a fan-friendly style. I know a lot of you guys hate the style. You want to see blood and guts and wars. I get it. I understand it. I'm a huge fan of that shit too. What boxing fan isn't? What boxing fan don't want to see a nigga to come in there and just give everything and leave it all in the ring? But from a pure standpoint as well, I love to see the sweet signs. And nobody quite execute the sweet signs like Shakur Stevenson. It's only a handful of guys who are really that buttoned up and who can really make you miss and make you pay. And if you fuck around, he'll make you look extremely foolish in that ring. All right, man, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. Who would you like to see Shakur Stevenson fight next for sure? And we'll talk about it in the next one. That's all I got for y'all for right now, man. Big T.O. Heavy Bag. You know who I got with me, man. Yeah. You know who hold me down. Who hold me down every episode? This nigga right here. Talk to him.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.
All I have in this world is my balls and my word. And I don't break them for no one. Do you understand?